Guys, welcome back. Whew. Well, we have had quite the roller coaster this episode, and I think that's why we're here at amusement park. But the next person we're going to talk about, I've not been too amused with because honestly, they have really been pushing it in 2018. So, Dr. Phil, we all know it. It's that show where, like any of those shows, someone comes on, they have a problem, it's a mess, Dr. Phil tells them it's a mess, and then we all move on. Generally, not mad at that format, because, that's kind of what shows like these are for. That's exactly what I'm doing. But what I'm not doing is exploiting kids. In the last year alone, Dr. Phil has purposely turned troubled teens into viral sensations. And listen, I get it. A meme is funny, a catchphrase is funny, an appearance on a show is like a good way to like catapult yourself. But like, Dr. Phil, you have turned these kids into not only viral sensations, but like monsters. Take, for example, the first clip we're going to show, the Catch Me Outside girl, or as we know her, Bad Baby. I think her name is Danielle Bergoli or something like that. Anyway, Bad Baby is now worth millions of dollars off going on Dr. Phil and acting the fool. She is like 15 years old, rapping about things that most 15-year-olds shouldn't be rapping about or shouldn't even really know about, but I guess, she's making it work. And this year, she made headlines at a Fashion Nova party for throwing her sippy cup at Iggy Azalea, because what is she drinking at the bar? So let's look at this clip, and and then we'll go from there. I'll see if I can make it through this. Wow. Wow. So, first of all, it was past her bedtime. So, what was she doing at a Fashion Nova event? And why was she throwing her sippy cup at Iggy Azalea? Now, I will give Iggy credit. While Iggy is not any better, at least she opted out of throwing hands because, obviously it could have been a big old brawl and nobody needed that. But again, Dr. Phil, you did that. You created that monster. You also created another monster, and we're going to definitely need to light a candle and say a prayer for this young lady, Treasure, who, for whatever reason, thinks that she is Caucasian. And there's more to this story that we will find out, but I'm going to first play you the clip. And we'll only play about a minute or so just to give you guys an idea, because it's kind of a lot. So let's just give you a little snippet.
I know a lot of people take issue with my beliefs. I'm white. I'm a Caucasian because everything about me is different from an African American. I have naturally straight hair. My hair isn't nappy. It doesn't require weave. My nose is not giant as like African Americans. My lips are perfect. They're not too big and they're not too small. They're just perfect. My ears, I don't have black people ears because they're really giant. Most African Americans speak ghetto. But when it comes to black people, I think they're all ugly and have nothing in common with them. I'm different from African Americans because I'm white. My figure is just like Kim Kardashian, and she's a wonderful role model. I act and I think like a white person instead of a black person. I believe that I'm completely and utterly better than them. Like, we're on two different levels. Like, okay, African Americans are here. I'm here. White people act and think just.
Whew, I told you guys I'll not be able to watch all that clip. That is Dr. Phil's latest creation, Treasure, who believes that she's a Caucasian and has a lot of very aggressive, very toxic and shitty opinions about her own race. But now I'm going to hit you with something else. And we're going to start at about the 17 and 15-second mark. We're going to talk to Treasure's sister, who actually ended up spilling the tea about what this whole Dr. Phil appearance was really about. And you'll now see how thirsty people are getting for ratings and for fanfare. Let's take a look at Treasure's sister.
I'm going to be going live in a couple minutes, and I'm going to be exposing Treasure, my mom, and, you know, I even have to bring Kendall into this because he's responsible to the truth, my father, who he was, and my race. So, okay. So, I am Treasure's older sister, Nina. I kind of don't know what to say because I never thought that anything like this would happen to my family. But I am mad. I am beyond mad. And I'm here to talk about the truth, who Treasure really is, who my mom is, who my dad was, and how race plays into this thing. And how I'm slightly, not even slightly, how I'm blaming Dr. Phil. And I want to call him out, too. Let's start. Treasure. Let's see, what pictures can I show to show y'all I'm not lying? That little bitch is my fucking sister. And honestly, I was going to beat her ass on some other shit that she had said about me and my kids because, you know, I'm a mother. And sometimes, you know, I need help from my brothers and sisters to watch my kids and shit like that. And she wasn't there for me when I needed her. She talked shit about me, you know, my mothering skills. But this is somebody who has to love. Somebody who I helped teach walk and talk and would go to her school and fucking read like little books to her classmates. I grew up in a tight-knit home in the suburbs. My mom had 6 kids. It is now 7. 6 kids. But technically walking here on this world, it is 6 still. But I was there when Treasure was born. From spewing this evil, you know, this evil hate. Against my own kind, against her own kind. It needs to be stopped. And if she wants to bring it to a different level, I can. So let's talk about her. Let's talk about my sister for a while. Treasure. Treasure Boo. We all know. No, she's not mentally ill. She's not mentally ill. This girl just wants to be like the Catch Me Outside girl. She wants to be like Tracy Barbie. She wants to be like all these kids who Dr. Phil make famous for stupid shit. She wants to be mean. That's what she said. She wants to be mean. She's 16 years old. On the run from CPS. Does not go to school. She's not even in my mom's custody. My mom does not have custody of Treasure. But the fact that, all of a sudden she's supportive of taking her to Dr. Phil, it just shocks the fucking shit out of me. It shocks me that my mom would take this girl to Dr. Phil, but you can't even take that bitch to school.
Whew. Well, the cat's out of the bag. So, as you just heard, not mentally ill, just wants to be like a Catch Me Outside girl. And what better platform than Dr. Phil? Because Dr. Phil is going to take a girl who is troubled, who is going through things, and is going to go, hey, I can make you a star. I made Bad Baby a star. I can make you a star. This has been the most disgusting display of just like power dynamics that I've ever seen. Dr. Phil has just basically put out into the world that like, hey, if you're a bad kid, I have the power to make you a superstar. And they're kids. Like, who is not going to see that and go, yes, that's me? That is me. That's what I want to be. That for me is a problem. So, I saved this one for last because I have some things to get off my chest. Okay, that's the number. Whew. Let's see. Let's see. Hello. Yes, I'd like to. Yes, I would like to speak to Dr. Bell, please. Dr. Phil. Hi. Hi. How are you? Oh, I'm just great. I'm on my own talk show, Motorola Mama, a talk show with class. And we're actually talking about the hottest messes of 2018. And before I wrap my show, I just wanted to talk really quickly about the year you've had. So, Dr. Phil, I think I've tuned in a couple of times, and it seems like every time I watch your show, you're exploiting a troubled child. So, first, we're going to look at Danielle Bergoli. Catch Me Outside. How about that? Well, how about you have pointed that girl to the direction of an actual counselor? How about you had shown her mother another way to help her instead of pointing her in the direction of, you know, fame and fortune? Like, how about that? How about that? Instead of catching her outside. Now she's outside, jumping on tables, throwing drinks. Like, you did that. You did that. And now we have Treasure, who, I don't even want to, I can't even imagine, what sort of components are going on in the home that would make a young girl feel like she needs to act like, oh, I'm Caucasian and I hate black people. But again, you showed her that. You showed her that, oh, I'm troubled. How about I show the world how troubled I am and go on Dr. Phil? White men like you just don't get that there's boundaries. There's boundaries. Like, you are gonna go back to your mansion and your family when it's all said and done, and you're gonna, laugh at these viral sensations that you've created. But at the end of the day, like, these girls are tortured. They're tortured. You know, as you just seen from the clip I shown with Treasure's sister exposing her, like, that is not a girl that's coming from a good situation from the jump. So you now put her in a situation where she feels like the only way to be something is to be foolish and to take on this whole narrative of being the troubled girl who, her mother can't stop her. Like, I watched the show and I was mortified. I was mortified at the things you were doing. I was mortified at the things that were set up. I was mortified at the things that you allowed America to believe. And it's just so shocking to me that we're in a time where these are the people that we allow to be famous, but how we even get there to making them famous is by people like you putting them in a toxic environment, putting them in an environment that allows for catchphrases and memes and things that we could just grab onto, like bite-sized little content and be like, oh my god, she's such a mess, but I love her. In 2019, we need to uplift these young women to actually get to a better place. If Bad Baby was out here, 15-year-old rapper who did not have the problems that she had, listen, I don't love the music, but I would have been like, you go, girl. Do what you got to do. Do what you got to do. That's great. If you want to be a rapper, if you want to, like, whatever you want to do, you do. But this girl is a mess. And has a mother who, is not doing any better for her either. And it's just like, what would have been a better thing to do when you started getting these guests, Dr. Phil, is show them that there's an actual way to fight your demons and to be better and to stay motivated and to just, like, really, really build a positive brand. This girl's throwing drinks with Iggy Azalea. There's nothing positive about that. Treasure, and this was the one that hurts me the most. In the black community, girls like Treasure they're shit on. They're shit on because, you know, the first thing that we're going to remember, even when this young lady is, you know, way past this episode that she did, we're gonna have black folk that are gonna look at her and be like, wow, you were really willing to sell out for Dr. Phil. And she'll say, it wasn't me, it was my parents, it was the people that were, you know, in my ear. But at the end of the day, her reputation's ruined. That's a young black woman whose reputation is now gone. In 2019, Dr. Phil, I want to see you actually use your show for what you fucking made it for, which is actually help people, to actually uplift people, to pull people out of the darkness and to actually make things better for them. Like I'm here making my little show. I'm at the amusement park. I'm roasting people, and that's fine because, you know, we know that that's the vibe. I don't sell it as anything else. I'm not going to purposely ruin people's lives, and you shouldn't either. In 2019, Dr. Phil, and I'm going to make this real quick. I don't even have much advice for you. Just clean it the fuck up. Clean it up. Clean it up. A black girl should not be so desperate for a change in her life that she has to act poorly, act badly, put on a script to fit the programming that you've already set a precedent for. A young girl that has all the resources to be great in Bad Baby should actually have those resources to move away from those demons, move away from that toxicity, move away from that mother who is literally exploiting the fact that her child is troubled. How do you have millions of dollars and not the resources to give to these people, to these parents, to these children who are trying to do something better for themselves? Whew. Okay, Dr. Phil, I'm gonna leave now because I really actually have some other things to say to you, but this is a family show, or at least I'm trying to make it one. So I'm going to just say what I said a couple minutes ago. Clean it up. Clean it up. Young girls who are troubled are not dollar signs. They're not, you know, a catchphrase. They're not a meme. They're human. And they deserve all the love and respect and guidance that we could give them. So stop guiding them into a shithole just for your ratings, because your show sucks anyway. So it doesn't matter how many of these girls you exploit. Well, it does, but it doesn't matter how much you try to exploit them. People are going to see through the mess, and you're going to just look worse. And you already look like shit. So let's figure it out. Okay? Ciao for now. Whew. That was a hard one, friends, because I feel like Dr. Phil's the worst. The absolute fucking worst. But hopefully in 2019 we find other subject matter that doesn't involve exploiting people, because that's fucking gross. And we need to stop doing that. We're going to take one more quick break, and then I'm going to get into a little lightning segment. We're going to talk about things that we need to leave behind in 2018. And we're going to just speed through it because I'm trying to get into the new year. So see you in a minute.